Morning, Zoe. It is September 5th. I really enjoyed your jaw harp playing. It was fantastic. I need to step up my game on the video making, clearly. I am not going to punish you because it's not your fault that you didn't have your microphone. And that was also super creative to think of using your Xbox. I would not have thought of that. Maybe that's because I don't have an Xbox, but I would not have been able to think of a solution. I would just I can't make a video. Everyone's going to hate me. I also watched Doctor Who, and it was super creepy. Like, we just want to play. It's like, oh my god, you're so scary. Though, I feel like once you knew that the kid was in control of it, so it became kind of less scary once that happened. I was like, he's got it. It's fine. Nah. Not concerned. I have my audition for the Manhattanville Sound, which is their all-female a cappella group tomorrow, and I'm kind of nervous, but I'm also kind of excited. So, it's going to be happening. I did want to talk about something like kind of serious and important today. Earlier this summer, I was talking to a very good friend of mine, and I sort of had, I noticed in the beginning of summer, like, I just had this hunch something was wrong, something was up, something was going on, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't have specific enough of an idea to ask her and be like, hey, what's going on? I talked to her a lot, partially because she's awesome, and partially because I was like, I want you to know that if you have a problem, you can tell me, and I will help you try to work it out. So in early July, I was scrolling through my dash on Tumblr. I don't know why this became scrolling. I don't know what that is. Scrolling through my dash on Tumblr, and I saw she made a post about, like, not being happy that after eating she didn't feel like throwing up, and I was like, okay, that's not good. So I talked to her, and I was like, are you okay? I saw that on Tumblr. What's going on? And she told me that she had been dealing with bulimia since February, which is kind of a long time. And I was like, okay, have you told your parents? Like, what is the status of you getting help? She said that she hadn't told her parents, and she's like, I really want to beat this, I want to get this out of my life, and, but she hadn't told her parents. I was like, you need to tell your mom, because this is not something that you can that is just going to go away. You need to get help, because if you don't, something really bad could happen. She said that she didn't want to tell her mom because she was worried that her mom would, like, start blaming herself or freak out, and, I told her, no, your mom is just going to worry about getting you healthy and making sure that you're okay. And it just broke my heart that she felt like she needed to do this, to go through this by herself, and that she couldn't ask for help or couldn't tell anyone, because she didn't want to, like, be a burden or a problem for somebody else. And the reason I'm talking about this now is because a couple of days ago I found out that she did tell her mom, and she went to the doctor, and she's going to be fine. She's on the road to recovery, and friend, if you're watching and you know who you are, I'm just not saying your name for privacy purposes. I'm so, so proud of you, and I love you very much, and I just want you to know that you are really, really, really awesome, and I'm so happy that you are on the road to getting better. But I just wanted to say to anyone who's watching this video that you are not alone. You have friends and family who care about you, and it is so super important tell them and to get yourself help when you're dealing with something, whether it's something really, really, like, very life and death, like an eating disorder or self-harm or depression or something like that, or whether you've just had a bad day. It is important to talk to people about it. That's why we have friends and family and teachers and 1-800 numbers, some of which I'm going to put into the description here, so if you feel like you need to call them, you can. And I'm also going to put my email address so that if you feel like you need to talk, you want to talk to me, then you can. Because it's not fair to yourself to just sit there and suffer in silence. The best part of the human experience, I think, is when people get together and they take care of each other. That's why we have groups of friends, and that's why we have families. That's what they're for. And I just want to let everyone know that it is okay to ask for help. It is okay to not worry about being a burden. All anyone is ever going to want to do is help you. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to make you feel bad. On the other end of it, if you notice that something is going on with your friend, you think maybe they're having a bad day, or they seem, even if it's just a bad day, or even something bigger, like you think they might be hurting themselves in some kind of way, talk to them about it. Ask them, hey, you know, what's going on? Are you okay? I've noticed that you seem upset, or something like that, okay? Because really, you want to be a friend before you lose a friend. Like, I would like to think that my friends would have, because she's a really smart, really strong young lady, she would have been able to eventually make the decision on her own to go get help. But I'm not sure that it would have been this soon. I'm not sure that something bad would not have happened before she made that decision. So I just want everyone to know, just want to say, it is okay to ask for help, and please be a friend before you lose a friend. Zoe, I will see you tomorrow.